What's up everybody and welcome to my favorite game of the Pikmin franchise, Pikmin 2. Now, a couple months back I actually did an LP on the first Pikmin game. Now I thought it's high time I actually tackled the sequel. And keep in mind, this is a 100% playthrough. I'm going for all the treasures and of course completing the Piklopedia. Also, I'm playing the GameCube version. There's two versions of this game, of course GameCube and Wii version. I prefer the GameCube version because of the controller. That being said, let's get straight into it. I think this is a fresh memory card, so... Yep, it is, so file 1 it is. Hakate Freight is a long-haul deep space shipping company. One day, an only employee of any merit, Captain Almar, crashed on a uncharted planet while on an interstellar vacation. There he was aided by indigenous creatures which he called Pikmin. In the end, Captain Almar escaped. But in Almar's absence, his employer, Hakate Freight, ran into financial difficulties. Ah, there's our labor from the first game, the SS Dolphin. Boy, it will be fun to fly that around in this game. Oh, great, Louie. So Almar just got back, and because of Lou's screw up, the company went into debt. And now you gotta go back to collect treasure. Jesus Christ. I also like how Almar avoided the asteroid that time. He's not hitting that again. Valley of Repose. Well, there goes Louie. That was close. I have averted a crash landing, running diagnostics. Alright, danger. Louis is missing. He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. He's not responding via his communicator. He's either flaunting protocol or in danger. Almar, you must find Louis before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. Wait a moment, look. Ah, there they are, the psychotic little bastards. Could these be Pikmin? Yes, they are. They look like they are about to be devoured as we speak. Looks more like they're beating the crap out of that dwarf Bulborb. And of course, it's going to go over some tutorial stuff. I do not need the tutorial stuff. Come here, fellas. Yes. Now I can build my army. The Pikmin ran to your side. They seem to remember you, Captain Almar. How fascinating. Give them instructions, more stupid tutorial stuff. Yes, kill. Now carry his corpse. Attention, Captain Almar. I have just re-established my communication link with Louis. It is fortunate we have managed to confirm his safety. And of course, a new feature about Pikmin 2, you got 2 captains you control now. Which leads to like a lot of multitasking you can actually do in this game. I am quite interested in the details of his condition. Of course, hit Y and we swap over to Louis. Louis, allow me to assess your condition. As per our safety protocols, are you at all injured? Is that so? Then my concerns are eased. Our communication link shows you are nearby. Can you make your way to our location and rejoin us? I will navigate for you. And of course, more tutorial stuff. Now, if you haven't caught on, Olimar, if you actually like rearrange the letters a bit, makes Mario. And Louis is a reference to Luigi. I think it's like Japanese kanji you gotta mix around with this stuff. Oh, we got an onion over here. Louis, the odd object before you appears to be one of the onions mentioned in Omar's report. And it sprouted a seed. Amazing. His eyes always gets me. The seed the onion ejected just sprouted. According to Almar's report, you can pluck it with A. Let's go ahead and pluck it. Ah, he's adorable. I dubbed the Chatteth. Actually, I dubbed the Edis Maximus. Louis, this must be one of the Pikmin creatures from Olmar's report. It is staring at you. And of course, more tutorial stuff that I do not need. Olmar's description of the creatures resembling pick carrots was strikingly accurate. Louis, my sensors have detected drool in the corner of your mouth. Are you all alright? And fourth wall break. And with our one Pikmin, let's go ahead and take care of these petty pellets here. Now, when a Pikmin carries a pellet or the corpse of an enemy to the onion will suck it up and spawn 2 more Pikmin. Depending on the creature determines how many Pikmin you get, or the pellet. The onion ejected more seeds. The pellet from the flowers must be holding nutritions that breed the Pikmin. Yes, the Pikmin gather nutritions, haul them to the onion, and further propagate the species. It's kind of morbid, actually. The onion is a Pikmin's mothership. And of course, much morbid tutorial stuff. I don't really need it. The fact that they're carrying, like, the bodies of creatures they killed to the onion just to, like, propagate the species. Kind of like some weird alien type shit. But as always, yes, we gotta build our army. And you build it with slave labor. And we're up 16 Pikmin now. Now the way you can tell, typically the 11 down there where the cursors point at, that's how many Pikmin the captain has in their party. 16 over there is how many Pikmin you have on the field, and the one at the end is how many Pikmin you have in total. Also keep in mind, this game has a lot of product placement here. Like for example, Duracell. Perhaps this object is one of the treasures that we are searching for. The only reason we found it here is because this is where you crash landed. How fortunate. Nah, convenient. I would like to appraise it, but you must regroup with Omar first. Can you see him? And of course more tutorial. We gotta take our Pikmin down here. And we gotta toss them on the bag. Swap over to Almar. There we go. Was the flip necessary? Captain Almar, Louis, you are both reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. Now you must feel assured that your combined wits can get you through anything, correct? And more tutorial. Now, carry the corpse back to the onion. We need to propagate the species. We need to build the army that I want. Meanwhile, you guys, you dig the Duracell battery. Louis, you stay there and wait with them. Actually, never mind. Louis, you come with me. We'll swap over to Louis. We're just gonna sit here and wait for the Pikmin to come. There we go. Like I said, this is very morbid. Very, very morbid. Survival of the fittest, I guess. With that, we're up 20 Pikmin. Now we gotta wait for them to carry that Duracell battery all the way to the ship. Come on, Louis. No. You go back. There we go. Now let's just sit here and wait for them. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Come on, hurry it up. I ain't got all day. We're burning day. Well, technically we don't have a daylight counter. Not on the tutorial day. Yeah, only a downside to Pikmin 2, just waiting for the Pikmin. Oh, they're almost there. I could hear the Rocky Balboa theme playing. I would play it, but it's copyrighted. There we go. And they also got witty names for this stuff, like Courage Reactor. Just call it Duracell. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. We will be done in record time. I took the liberty of naming it when I praised it. The name reflects my current thinking. Leaving it to me to think of catchy names for hit products. It is but one of my many talents. We shall end our first day here and report back to the president. His face will surely be joyous. However, to communicate with Hecate, we must fly into low orbit above the planet. We will not return to the surface until morning, as to avoid the indigenous nocturnal creatures. And like that, the day ends. And it looks like the Pikmin already left. Like, we're done here. Yeah, indigenous creatures. One dwarf bulborb we're running from right now. So scary. Today's report. So after every day you get a report. Just sums up all the treasures you collected. This is your like Pikmin counter. It counts up like typically if the arrow goes up you gain Pikmin. If the arrow's pointing down you lost Pikmin, and if it's just pointing straight you didn't gain any Pikmin. You found your first treasure. Well, first bit of treasure. Fine work. Our future depends on your efforts, so check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often. Keep up the pace. Don't need to save. Yep, continue. Now we're at the level selection screen. Now I could show off the Piklopedia. Now typically the Piklopedia, every time you kill an enemy, they'll show up in the Piklopedia. Or you could actually just throw pick carrots at them. Kind of interesting feature. And if you hit X, Almar would actually give you like a description of the creature you're looking at. Kind of like a nature documentary kind of thing. And later on when you get Louie will give you like recipes to each of these creatures, which is actually really funny. And if we hit right trigger, we'll go into the treasure hoard. This will just show all the treasures in the game. And of course, Almar has like a journal entry for each one. I'm not reading any of these unless it's like a boss. Yeah, the only Piklopedia things I'm reading, of course, is the bosses. Well, let's go back to the Valley of Repose. Good morning, workers. Ready for another day of toiling for the profit of your company? Pikmin seem to still be asleep inside their onion. What lazy creatures. No wonder they lack survival skills. They survived on this planet longer than any of us here, pal. Maybe staying in that onion helped them out throughout their entire evolutionary cycle. Well, let's go ahead and call out all of our Pikmin. I'm probably going to give 4 of them to Louie real quick. Take Louie, he's going to run up here. I need to get some flower Pikmin. The thing with leaf Pikmin is they have a hard time keeping up with captains. Especially on the next Pikmin type we're about to get. But the reason why I'm taking Louie up here is because I want to get these pedipalps up here. Throw that one down there. There we go. And we're going to have Louie come down here and he's going to wait by the bag. I think that's good enough. Now let's take Olmar, and Olmar's going to go ahead and deal with all this stuff. We got to wait for that one to grow. Have enough for this? No, it doesn't look like it. I need one of you. Or 3 of you, that's fine. There we go. Now we got a train going. Another good benefit of having 2 captains is plucking Pikmin is way easier in this game than Pikmin 1. Where it was just a pain in the ass plucking like 50 Pikmin. Oh yeah, keep it coming. Hang on, Louie. That one finally grew. Harvest the crop tonight. Oh, nope. Don't need to toss them. I don't need to spawn anymore. Because there's no more in the onion. But we're up 47 now. I think 35 for the bag, I want to say. Yep, 35. And I already see a big bulborb over there. Deal with the small fry first. Yeah, you guys go ahead and carry that stuff over. I'm gonna take the 39 Pikmin and deal with the bulborb. Now you always want to get behind him. I don't have enough to actually do the bum rush strat, but bulborbs are kind of a joke in this game. However, the bull bears are the worst things in this game. That or the Gatling Groink. We'll get to them soon enough. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably have lost a Pikmin to a bulborb. Definitely the orange bulborbs, but we'll encounter those later as well. The red ones, I don't think I've actually lost that many Pikmin to. Maybe like 3 or 4. But that's about it. Come on, guys, we ain't got all day. Literally, we got a timer now. Now we're up 70 Pikmin. Now, do keep in mind the cutoff for Pikmin is 100. You can only have 100 Pikmin on the field. Any more than that will be game breaking. However, there is an exploit to that. Whenever you collect something, instead of popping out the pellets, like the seeds, they're immediately going to go right into the Pikmin stack on the right. So, if you're smart and you know how to play your cards right, you can have 100 Pikmin on the field and then like gain 200, and you ain't even got to pluck them. But with these Pikmin, we're going to carry this stupid can, which is apparently a treasure. I don't know how. And these Pikmin are going to come over here and beat down this gate. Louie, you stay there. Now it's just a matter of who will get to where first. Will the Pikmin over there breach the gate before the Pikmin with the can come over here? Place your bets. Although personally looking at it, I think the Pikmin with the can are going to come here first. Up, they're down one layer. 2 more layers to go. It's a neck and neck contest. Ah, the Pikmin with the can won. Yeah, I don't know why. Just a can. Utter scrap. It's more like utter crap. Get it out of here. And with these 45 Pikmin, we're going to come all the way back and have them finish the gate, unless they finish it before we get there. There we go. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. How could Pikmin destroy such a massive wall when massed? Their might is ferocious. Louis, did Almar instruct you on proper Pikmin commanding protocol? Apparently not. Almar, you are failing in your duty as a superior. Allow me to explain. And it's just going to go over all of the tutorial crap again. There we go. Now another new feature about Pikmin 2, the cavern system. This is where we're going to get a majority of the treasures in the game. Interesting, warm air is welling up from the hole in the ground before you. What could lie underground? What is wrong? You both show expressions of unease. Do not fear, the leader's group of Pikmin will join you. I shall dispatch my research pod too. Push the hole, press A. Now, interesting enough, this is the top is the name of the cave, Emergence Cave. The 4 circles below that are like your hazardous warnings. Like if you see a lightning bolt there, it means the cave has lightning element. If it has like water element, poison, which is the new element type in this game, or fire. Down below is the number of treasures and, of course, the Pikmin entering. But let's get right into it. Down we go. Sub-level 1. Intriguing, my heat sensors indicate that this hole's interior is warmer than the one on the surface. Analysis suggests subterranean areas must support different life forms than the surface. If you wish to check underground terrain, press blah. More tutorial stuff, don't need it. I am not just a ship, I am an all-purpose support pod. Well, let's go ahead and call our Pikmin. Ooh, snowy dwarf bulborbs. Now, if you want to hurry up and collect the debt, you would want to collect the bodies of the creatures as well. However, like I said, we're going for all the treasures, so I'm going to try to avoid... Actually, there is a unique dialogue with this, so we're going to collect one creature's body. Is that a tangerine? Alright, what's the name of this one? Citrus lump. Oh, it's a citrus. How can you possibly consider this beast a treasure? Beasts are incompatible with my circuitry. I suppose I will store your findings in my hold. But I do not think the beast will be worth much. Yeah, you could quickly pay off the debt by collecting all the enemies in the terrains. Like I said, 100% playthrough, it's easier just to collect the treasures than collecting everything in the cave. If you want to... Oh my god, it's a 7-up. Quenching Emblem. It's a 7-up cap. If you do want to speedrun it though, yeah, collect everything. Leave nothing in every cavern. This hole appears to be quite deep. My sensors indicate more treacherous terrain ahead. Louis, of course, more tutorial stuff. More tutorial. Don't need it. And it's just repeats too. Merchant's Cave, level 2. And of course, we're on the final floor. Take care of them. Ooh. It's the map of the Earth. It's a globe. It's inconceivable that such an immense object has been buried here for so long. The design of the outer shell resembles the surface of the planet as seen from space. Oh, so we're on Earth. Perhaps this can be used for something other than salvage. How will we ever lift it? I fear that even 100 red Pikmin will be unable to lift it. Ah, but you see, we're gonna get a special Pikmin type that's gonna help us with that. Coming down here, deal with all these dwarf snow bulborbs. No, just rush them. There we go. It's easier. Rush this guy too. Hello. Purple flowers. Astounding, a flower blooms in the cave deep beneath the snowy landscape. Clearly, it is warmer down here than above. Look, the Pikmin are restless. They look as if they yearn to be tossed into the flower. So let's go ahead and throw them in. I think in total, like, only 5 Pikmin could go in the flowers. Yeah, only 5. 5 Pikmin each. What in the sumo wrestler hell is this? Amazing, a purple Pikmin. It has hair and is quite stocky. It seems very heavy and strong. By the way, these are the most broken Pikmin type in all of the games. The entire franchise. This kind of Pikmin was not mentioned in your report, Olmar. It must be an entirely new type. Transforming Pikmin by tossing them into flowers. Intriguing. Perhaps there are others. Yeah, purple Pikmin are very game breaking. We're going to get to that soon enough. Plus, they lift about as... There are special types of Pikmin, so we gotta take care of them, but they count as like 10 Pikmin in total. Like, they have a carry weight of 10 compared to Pikmin's 1. So, where you could have like 30 red Pikmin carrying a treasure, instead just throw like 3 purples and they'll take care of it. Like, do take note, I got 70 Pikmin. Takes 101, but we got it up to 160. It's just crazy. Plus, they got like this butt slam thing that stuns enemies. Like later on in the episodes, I'm going to just show how broken purple Pikmin are. But we do need 100 purple Pikmin in order to get the last treasure, which is the dumbbell at the blessed area. Astounding! Water is shooting out of this geyser with incredible force. Sensors indicate that has enough power to launch you into the air. Of course, more tutorial. And there's a massive hole in the ceiling. So we're gonna have Olmar sit here. Swap over to Louis. Oh, they got it. Spherical Atlas. There is a device resembling a microchip embedded inside the sphere, retrieving data. Error, I could only decode a portion of the data, but I did retrieve new geographic charts. I'll input this data into my planetary database in the name of the sphere chart. Of course, more tutorial. Now that we have a new data, we should explore the decoded territory tomorrow. And with that, let's swap over to Olmar, and he will jump into the geyser. Olmar, away! Of course, every time we complete a cavern, we get the cave complete thing, which shows us all the treasures we collected and how much money we got off the treasures. And of course, the little ghost Pikmin down all the way down on the bottom shows how many Pikmin were killed in this cave. And of course, we lost 0. Oh hey, the Peliposes are back. Now let me guess, it's going to end. You have successfully returned to the planet's surface. Excellent decision-making, gentlemen. We must celebrate your first successful spelunking expedition. You've gathered a large amount of data that needs in-depth analysis. I shall send the report back to the President tonight detailing your progress. Olmar and Louis, since you will explore a new area tomorrow, today's work is done. What? You still want to work? Unacceptable. You may not realize it, but you are exhausted. You should take a much needed rest, as you have all the time you need to collect treasure. Haste makes waste, so take it slow and steady. Yeah, I think I should mention you do not have a timer in this game. Like, there is no limit to how long it would take you to collect all the treasures. You could take as long as you want. Gonna use this petty pellets and that dwarf bulbar to increase the army. But, F you, I guess. Go ahead and go through today's report. We're up 932 Pokos. Of course, an increase in Pikmin, 0 losses still. Baby steps first, Almar. Plan well and don't worry about me. Our debt is with Happy Hakatate Savings and Loan. After all, besides, there's nothing left to repossess. So ha. I'm gonna save it there. And we should unlock the next area. Awakening Wood. So yes, we're going to explore that in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to end it here. So if you enjoyed the video so far, like and subscribe, and as always, have a good day.